Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First off, we are moving. Literally, I have like half the house packed and so it's a mess. Usually my room's a mess anyway, but it's even messier than it usually is. So if the background's gonna bother you, you don't have to watch the video. This is just where I'm at in life. Very accurate depiction of my head in a physical form. So I want to start this video off by saying that for 2020, I want to get into more different types of content. I will follow drama if it has like a very, there's something positive that we can make out of it, or a lesson that can be learned, or just things like that. So I'm not going to be talking about my new drama or just random things like that. Unless I find it very interesting or it can teach a lesson or it's important to talk about, I'm not going to talk about it. If I do talk about it, I'll have it in another form of content, like a get ready with me or something like that. So yeah, that's my goal for 2020. Hopefully you guys will hold me to it. I enjoy this type of videos, but I also know that it brings a certain level of negativity. And I want 2020 to be a really good year for me. I want it to be a positive year, and I want to grow my channel for doing things that are interesting and creative instead of just talking about other people. And no offense to like drama channels, because I love drama channels and I think they're great and I love watching videos like that. But for me, I want to do something that will just make people like my content because it's me and my content, and not because I'm talking about someone who's popular. But I do want to finish the Choi Stephanie Soo, all this drama. So I might make like one more video after this one if anything else happens. I'll try to wait until after everything's kind of over before I do that. So I'm not going to make 10 videos about the situation. But I already did make a video, and a lot of people came back to that video and were commenting saying I was wrong and that like I should apologize to Nick and blah, blah, blah. First of all, when I do commentary type stuff or drama videos and I make it immediately when it first happens, whether my opinion is right or wrong isn't the point. It's about like developing an opinion. It's about when everything happens originally, what did you think compared to what you think now? Just like your mind works at home. When you first saw a video, what did you think about it? And it might have been the same opinion as mine. And then you see another video and you're like, oh wait, I don't think that anymore. I have a right to change my opinion and to do what I say, or do what I say. Like say what I want to say. And I don't think that any channel that made a video originally, like first off, should be like penalized for making the video unless they were flat out bullying. I did not bully Nick. I never went onto a video and said he was trash or he was canceled or anything like that. I even said do not bully him. That is not what any of this is about. So I feel like whatever my opinion is, whether it changed or not, really isn't relevant, because that's how I feel. Like I felt that way in that moment. Now I actually still do feel the way that I felt in that video now, so I did not change my mind. But I'm just saying a lot of people did change their mind and they flipped the script after watching Nick's video, and that's totally fine. That's your opinion, but don't come at me for my opinion when you don't even know if it's changed, is my point. And the point is, if I do videos like this, you're gonna have to get over if I'm wrong or if my opinion changes. Like, everyone's opinion will develop over time. We're all watching this at the same time. Anyway, you might be wondering why my opinion has not changed, or maybe you've seen like with Choi and all this stuff that has come out, and so your opinion has changed too. But with Nick's video, I could break it down, but I'm just gonna stick to like some important things and we'll talk about those. So first of all, I do not think Stephanie is completely innocent. I don't. I think that she kind of manipulated some parts of the situation. I think that she should have gone about things a little bit differently. Now looking back, I agree with that, with the whole Me Too stuff. But I also think that that's relevant to why she feels the way she feels. I feel like that's why she's saying like, okay, well this has happened to me and that's why this makes me so sensitive. And she should have gone about it differently and still kind of included it just to give context, but at the same time she should have done it a little differently, and I'll give you that. But here's the thing. So one of Nick's major points in the very beginning was that Stephanie, with the drama, she wanted to do a video with Veronica, and people, their minds were blown because, oh, Stephanie loves drama, she wants to make this video. First of all, Stephanie didn't say she wants to make a video about Veronica. She said she wants to make a video with Veronica with toned down drama, just to go over everything and to make a positive thing out of something that was negative. And sure, that is like doing something for views because she knows it's going to get good views, but she's a YouTuber and she gets paid by views. Like, you know, like her ads on those, and then she gets views and then she gets paid. Like, that's her job. So yes, that's a good idea to get money and to get views, 100%. But she never once said it was going to be behind Veronica's back and that it was going to be full of drama or anything like that. So if Nick was saying that he wanted to talk about it on his channel and she was uncomfortable and said no, she has every right to do that. And those messages are from like November or August or something, like months ago. I think it was August. I don't know. Anyway, months ago. And so whether or not whatever she said then doesn't have to be the same as what it was 2 weeks ago when they did those collabs. It just doesn't. She can change her mind. She has every right to do that. And he made her uncomfortable. Even Zach Choi said in his like text and his little thing, his notepad statement, that Nick made Stephanie feel uncomfortable. Nick said he was going to expose her before Stephanie even talked to him on the last day of collabs. Like, just... it's like, that's why Stephanie made the video, because you literally said on Instagram and to Zach that you were going to expose her. So she made the video first because she wanted everyone to see her side before they heard your side, because you're going to go and expose her. I mean, Nick said he doesn't like Stephanie, but even whatever, you have a business relationship with that person, and sure, the ghosting sucked, but you made her feel uncomfortable. And she did text you that day eventually. She didn't just completely leave you hanging like Trisha did. But you're going to immediately go and expose her? Why didn't you immediately expose Trisha? Is it because Stephanie's going to get you more views because you just have all these receipts? Now, Stephanie, she posted on her Instagram. I'll tell you what she said. Stephanie said, "Why would you lie about something like this, Nick? Yet he continued to bluntly lie in his video. Don't speak for me, Nikocado Avocado. And yes, I have actual receipts, not just texts between gossiping friends." So I'm pretty positive that that means that she is going to respond. If she doesn't respond, I'd be really surprised. Just because, you know, people are turning their minds around now. Like, people are like, oh, Nick is right, 100%. I mean, Nick included a lot of manipulation in his video too. If it wasn't an hour and 36 minutes long, I would literally do a video breaking down everything. But then my video would be like 2 hours long, and I'm not doing all that. So there's that. And then I'm also going to read all of Zach Choi's stuff. Now, it's a lot, so if you don't want to hear it or you've heard it, just skip forward. I'll put a timestamp, hopefully, if I freaking remember. I'm so bad at that. Okay, so here you go. It says, my explanation for the text. To be honest, I was taken back when I was invited to be part of the docuseries. At that point in time, my friendship with Stephanie had not matured, and her request did hurt me a little because at the time, I thought she wanted to use us for business reasons. Out of my own frustration, as well as simply validating a friend, Nick's feelings, I said, I wonder who her actual friends are. This wasn't meant to imply that she has no friends for the sake of being cruel, but questioning my newly maturing friendship with her. At the end of the day, my words were hurtful and do not represent how I feel today. I have apologized to and supported Stephanie privately, but because my words were taken without my permission to publicly hurt and humiliate someone, I felt that I had to make a statement. Nick used his words and his text without permission. I mean, that right there. Who does that to their friend? Permission. A lot of people have been reaching out to see if I gave Nick permission to use screenshots of our private conversation in his video. Absolutely not. The conversation about Stephanie was prefaced by Nick saying, "Between you and me, what do you think?" At the very least, publicizing conversation past that point is ethically as well as morally questionable. Nick never liked Stephanie from the beginning. This was obvious and stated in his response. In my opinion, Nick had already decided on 2 ways that the collab would work. With that in mind, none of Stephanie's responses were going to satisfy Nick because I don't think she wanted to spill the tea in this setting. Continued. As soon as the camera cut on our 3-way collab, I immediately asked Nick why he was trying to expose Stephanie and that the T channels would certainly be uploading titles like Nikocado, making Stephanie so uncomfortable for 5 minutes straight, if he were to upload the video minimally edited as he normally does for his mukbangs. He didn't seem to understand why I was taking this position on the video until he watched the footage himself. The next day, I would have been shocked had the collab still happened based on how uncomfortable Nick made Stephanie the night before. So the cancellation came as no surprise to me. By the time Nick asked Stephanie for a reschedule in the group chat, 4:57 p.m., he had already texted me privately that he was going to expose her at 4:30 p.m. This leads me to believe even further that his main priority was simply to expose her all along. A video with all of our texts from the day the collabs were canceled have been posted. As you will see, Nick becomes increasingly aggressive as I didn't want to join him on condemning Stephanie in private. These texts demonstrate how difficult it is to voice an opposing opinion to his. Whenever I would disagree with him, I'd always have a looming fear he would get mad and use it against me. In my opinion, these are the only relevant private text messages which should be shared, as they are actually about the event in question, not from 3 months ago. So here are the texts. Have you heard from Stephanie? Is she okay? We talked about filming this morning afternoon before you came over and I haven't heard anything. I hope she's okay. I don't know what to do. How are you feeling? Zach says, just woke up, lol. I haven't heard anything from Stephanie. Nick, have you heard anything since I called? Notice how her text to us didn't mention rescheduling. LMAO. I'm exposing her tonight. She bitched and bitched about Veronica for over an hour to me, but wants to play the love and rainbows game like a PR statement. And literally told me that we'd talk about everything on my channel as I was the one who made the videos in the first place. So crappy she had to involve you like that. Zach, OMG, keep me out of it, please. Nick, I feel like she set me up, telling me to talk about Veronica and then turning around saying she never wanted to talk about her to make me look bad. Zach, I only heard what was said in front of me. If you make a video, don't involve me in it, LOL. Nick, okay. Zach, I didn't talk to Stephanie until after we got off the phone. Nick, then why did you tell me she told you she was up editing all night? What the fuck? Come on, dude. Zach, that's what she told me when I got a hold of her. Nick, yes, before we talked. Zach, you called me, then I said I'd reach out, then she hit me back and told me she was editing all night. Nick, meanwhile, she had tons of messages for me at that point in time. She deliberately ignored me. I don't know what you're trying to say. Zach, I'm just telling you the order of events. I don't know what's going on between you two. Nick, yep, which is different than she's painting it out to be. Zach, but I'm not in the middle of it. Nick, she types very carefully but messes up a bit. Haha. Zach, it's between you both. You're both my friends. So I don't want to be involved and I don't want to pick sides. Nick, had I not made my IG post, she wouldn't even be saying this shit. I saw her IG was active for a long time. Anyways, I'm not mad at you. Don't worry. Zach, OMG, I just read it. Nick, if you don't want to be in the middle of it, you should communicate that to her. Literally, all I've heard from her today was through you directly, so she seems happy bringing you into it. I get you don't want to be in the middle, but she's putting you there. Plus, you're texting her too, so I don't know, bringing you along. If she reschedules, I'd believe her, but she hasn't been very honest, and it's just so rude. Zach, I'm not texting her, lol. I'm staying out of it. You guys can settle this on your own. Nick, she called me, So then I guess this is a screenshot that Nick sent. He goes, yeah, because you told me to see if she would answer. She answered, we're not having a convo. Nick says, then how does she know I have a lot scheduled? I told you that, not her. He says, I have no idea, because why would I tell her that? You probably said that to her. I'm not talking about you. That's the truth, ma'am. Nick, also, if you see her message, she said that she has all these deadlines, but if in our collab, she said she was freer than last Christmas. I'm watching the video now. And then Zach says, literally none of our combo about her has made it to her through me. Literally none of our combo about her has made it to her through me. And then Nick says, she just spins shit. I'm making my video anyway. She can easily make effort to reschedule. She literally told us she can film 3 times a day. Now she has all these sponsors that she didn't know about until last night. LMAO. So, come on guys. Do you really think that Zach is gonna be like lying? Obviously he didn't fake these receipts. They're real receipts. These are things that Nick said. Nick wanted to expose Stephanie. He did. If he couldn't get the Veronica drama on his channel, he needed someone to expose, and he wants to expose Stephanie. He nitpicked apart the video, made a big deal about how he didn't sexually harass her. She never said you sexually harassed her. That was never the thing. Never. And he kept focusing on that, and then he focused on his traumas and why he hates being ghosted. But then you're gonna get mad because she wanted to explain her traumas. I mean, I don't know. It sucks because I like Nick and I like listening to him talk, and when he's not saying crazy things, I enjoy his story times and his live streams, and it sucks. It's just disappointing, and obviously there's miscommunication and neither of them are right. Like Stephanie, she's not perfect, and some of the things on her side are wrong too, but come on, that's scary. I would now, obviously Nick Cobb is never gonna do a video with me, but if for some reason he wanted to, I'd be terrified to tell him anything. Like, there's no way I could trust him, because why are you so quick to expose somebody? Why does it always have to be about exposing? I am a small channel, but I have had conversations with big people, bigger channels, and I've been told things. And I don't care if tomorrow they went and just tore me to shreds on their channel or on their Instagram or whatever, said awful things about me. I would never take the private things that they have told me and blast it to expose them. Never. Never. Unless they shared those same texts and like manipulated something to make me look awful, I would never share those messages or what they've said to me or anything like that ever, because that's not, why do you want to expose somebody? What enjoyment do you get out of exposing anyone? Because listen here, you wanted to expose her, but she exposed you, and look how many views she got and look how many you've gotten. I mean, it's awful. Why do you want to do that to somebody? Why? What is the fun in that? What is the fun in that? I sit here and tell you a story about somebody and everyone goes and hates them, and then what do I get out of that? Like, what? And that's exactly why I want to start doing more positive stuff, do more mukbangs. I'm bulking until April. This is the time to do the mukbangs, but we're moving and I'm trying to save my money. Maybe I'll start a Patreon and have a tier where if you pay for that, I will eat exactly what you want me to. All right, so anyway, that's basically it for this video. That's all the stuff I wanted to talk about. What do you guys think? I'm interested to see what Stephanie says back. What do you think about my future content? Do you have ideas, things you want me to do? I'm worried that if I quit drama, I won't have anything else to talk about, but I guess it'll force me to get more creative. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate you all, and I'm so excited for the future and for 2020 and to see where my channel goes. I'm so excited. Hopefully I can hit like 10K in the next 6 months, because that would be amazing. I remember when I got 500 subscribers, guys. 500. And now I'm at 7,000. And I know that doesn't sound like a crazy number to a lot of people, but I Googled a picture of 7,000 people, and I don't think I've ever been around 7,000 people at one time, like in one room, unless it was like at a concert or something, obviously. But like just in life, I'm never just around 7,000 people. And so 7,000 people have taken a second out of their day to hit subscribe. Even if they don't watch all my videos, they still saw a video, they clicked subscribe, and had the conscious thought that they wanted to subscribe to my channel. That's pretty freaking cool. I can't imagine these people who have millions of subscribers who don't like show thanks every single day for the life that they get to live because of it. Because I'm thankful, and it's only changed my life and making me have connections with people. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm just blabbering. I love to talk. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you